What's up guys, today we're back with another video and today we are doing the weekly update video. Now this week, if you link your Discord account with your Rockstar Games account, you get an extra 500k. So it's pretty cool and easy 500k if you have Discord, and if you don't, I think it's pretty easy to make an account. I don't exactly know how to link it though, so it's something you'd have to figure out or just look up because I haven't done it yet. And uh, yeah, the The new listing stuff is all the same until Sunday. So you get like all the discount, the $1 million, the free revolter, the clothes and stuff like that until Sunday. Which they are also still ×2 this week. So I would if you haven't done them already, which if you haven't, that's kind of shocking. But if you haven't done them, do them. Like, first thing you get on to do this week, do those missions. Those are must-dos. Free $1 million, free revolter. So, and if you want a mansion, free $2 million. I don't know how long the discount lasts. If it's forever, if it's well, if it's until you buy one, or if it's like a certain amount of weeks or something like that. I don't know. But the weekly challenge this week is complete 2 FIB files, which onto the bonuses. The priority file, which is still a fine art file, and if you have already done it, I already checked, you can do it again. You have to complete 2, which the priority file this week, the fine art file, is ×4. So 1.2 million, and then like another one for like 150,000 for this week. Unless I don't think you can do the priority file more than twice a week, but if you, or more than once, but if you can, $2.4 million for a relatively easy thing is not that bad. But I think you can only do it once, but you can do the non-priority ones multiple times. So I do the priority one and then a normal one, and probably it for the Diamond Factory this week. The Super Yacht Life missions are still ×5 this week, so it's pretty cool. Deadline is still ×2. Shipwrecks are still ×2. Like I said, the new listings missions are also still ×2. Community jobs, these are still ×3. The community combat series is still ×3. All these are pretty fun. I didn't do this one or that one, or the Trucks vs BMX, but I've played this one. It's all right. And yeah, just double chance and mystery box, which both of them look pretty fun. So yeah, try those out if you want to. But that's it for the bonuses. Now discounts. The only thing that changed this week for discounts is Black Friday stuff. That is gone. So pretty cool. Or I don't know, not really that cool, but like it's less enticing to buy stuff, I should say. But keep in mind, there is a new DLC on the horizon coming out Tuesday. I think this week goes from now until Monday is the last day, and then it starts again on a new week on Tuesday for the update, maybe? I don't exactly know, but I think a new week will start on Tuesday, so you only got this stuff until Friday, or no, until Monday. So yeah, just keep in mind, there is a DLC on the horizon in the next 5 or so days. So yeah, we can get into a little bit more depth about these cars now that there isn't that many. I mean, there's still a decent amount, but not that much. But Banshee GTS and the Niobe. If you have HSW, I would recommend one of them. Eventually, when you have enough money and there isn't a DLC coming out, I recommend both of them. But if you want an HSW car, really good HSW car, to use for those for HSW races, for those HSW time trials and normal weekly time trials, if you have HSW, it kind of matters on how good your driving skills are. The Banshee GTS is a little bit faster, but it is rear-wheel drive. The Niobe is just a little bit slower. and is all-wheel drive, so it has better handling. So if you're a really, really good driver and you like know how to drive in this game, Banshee GTS is probably the one to get. If you aren't that good, um, or you haven't really done HSW for a while, and you kind of need a nice, still fast, but like an easy to control vehicle for like your first HSW vehicle, I would recommend the Niobe because it does have better handling. It is a lot easier to drive. Both of these have a lot of customization, so if you're wondering about customization, it doesn't matter. It's just how good you are of a driver. If you're a really good driver, Banshee GTS is probably the one for you. And if you aren't that great of a driver, Niobe is probably the one for you if you want an HSW vehicle this week. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna talk about them. Not gonna say if I really think they're abysmal, I probably will say they aren't worth it. But I'm probably not gonna say if they're worth it or not. It's completely up to you because there is a DLC. I would generally recommend not to get them this close and just focus on making money. But some cars like those HW ones will help in some decent bits. So yeah, but LM87, $2 million. Do have a customization review, and last week I did the weekly customization video on it. Um, so if you want to know about the customization, a little bit more about the performance, check that out. Check those out. If you just want to know the customization, I would recommend the weekly customization for sure. It does have the better version on there, or in my opinion. 2 million, I'd say it's a pretty good price for what it is. Supercar, it's one of the better, like, I'd say at least top 5, at most top 3. So it's like from, I'd say about, it could be first depending, like, all on how you, like, because like, the top 5 could go either way. It's all the same cars, but you could organize them any way you want, and I'd say it'd be pretty agreeable. So it's in the top 5 of the super category. If you're on PC, the Legacy Edition, if you get this from Bumper Loose, there's a speed glitch, makes it faster. So, yeah, one-seater though. Really not a whole lot of customization, but it's really fast, really maneuverable, really nice car. Um, so if you're looking for a fast supercar, and I'd say if you're on last gen, like the Legacy Edition, like on the PS4 and stuff like that, um, I'd say I'd probably recommend it, or maybe not recommend it, but like it'd be a better car than if you had HSW, I'd say. So if you do have HSW, I don't know, completely up to you. But I'd recommend it more if you don't have HSW. That's I think all I'm gonna say about it. I don't want to recommend it or not. Now the champion is still discounted this week. Really? Oh, the some of the discounts didn't go away. I guess. Okay. Doing that again. 0350 is discounted, however. 730K, I'd say, is a really good price. A lot of customization, some decent performance. Um, tuners vehicles, you can use it in those tuners races. It looks cool. Um, if I had a lot of money, I'd probably get it because I kind of want a 0350. So, yeah, but I don't have a whole lot, and I still need. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence if I should get it this week or not. Like, I probably should because it's discounted, but I don't really want to at the same time just to save money, I guess. The Cockett D10, $900,000. It has some customization. It's an alright car, but for 900K, I would not. I wouldn't buy. I would not. English. I would probably stay away from it this week. I don't think it's worth 900,000. If it was like 600K, then maybe, but 900K is way too much for this thing. I would not recommend it this week. The Emirates is in that top 5 of supercars. It's under $2 million, but it is a 2-seater. It has a lot more customization. So this and the LM87 could or essentially the same car, kind of. Performance-wise, yes. Looks-wise, customization-wise, no. So, um, yeah. The Emirates and the LM87, if you want to try them out, I'm pretty sure they're in Simeon's this week. So, if you want to test them out, see which one you like better, definitely go do that. But keep in mind, this one is cheaper. The LM87 is a little bit more expensive, but I feel like the LM87, it will end up having more downforce and it's probably easier to control. So, yeah, it's better around the corners, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. The Neo. I have a customization review on it. This was like the first one, or like one of the first three, I think. And a weekly customization last week. I recustomized it. It does look really nice now. Um, I need to slow down. I am running out of breath because I'm talking so fast. Um, $1.3 million. It kind of has weird handling. Has a decent amount of customization. My opinion, it doesn't look the greatest. 1.3. I would I I would probably stay away from it this week. I feel like 1.3 is way too much for it. If it was like a million or under, it'd probably be a lot more worth it. But 1.3, I feel like is way too much for what you're getting, and I definitely would not recommend that one this week. Um, Tyrant, no, it's really big. It sucks. It's pretty slow, so 1.7 is not a good price for it. The Tesseract is not on sale. The XA21, however, is 1.6. It's a supercar. It's not that fast. Um, so there really isn't a need for it. It is a nice sounding car, though. It is all-wheel drive. There isn't a whole lot of customization. So 1.6, if it were any other week, I'd probably recommend it. But since we're so close to that DLC, I'm gonna say probably not, because just for like 300,000 more, you could get the Amorous, which is 10 times better performance-wise. And for 400k, you could get the LM87. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend it. And if you want a supercar this week, probably go for one of those. Um, the Tyrus 1. Almost 8. No customization. It's not that really good of a car. 1.8 is way too much, and I definitely would not recommend it this week. The next few are on 4-door. Starting with the Cinco Mila, 1.2 million. It is a sedan. The Komoda is, if you have the trade price, I'd say probably 900k, and if you don't, it's about 1.2 million again. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting R1. So if you don't have the trade price for the Komoda, about the same price. Komoda looks better. They both have the same sound. Komoda has better customization. It's a sports car, so its performance is faster. So if you want one of the two, I'd probably get the Komoda, but honestly, they're a little, I don't know. I really, if you have the trade price for the Komoda, um, I'm not gonna say it isn't worth it. I'm not gonna say it is, but trade price is definitely better than the normal price for sure. Um, it's like a whole 300k cheaper. So, yeah. But really, I'd say the Komoda is probably more worth it than the Cinco Mila. It just really depends on whichever one you like. The Komoda is probably faster because it is in that sports category. So, yeah, same price, or really close to the same price. Um, so I probably wouldn't get both this week. I'd get one or the other, probably leaning more towards the Komoda for sure. The Revolter, free if you do those missions, I think. I think you might even just get it for logging on. So, yeah. The Raiden, almost a million. No, it's electric. It kind of sucks. I do not recommend it whatsoever. But that is it for Legendary. Next up is Warstock. We have 2 discounts. Yeah, it says the Terabyte and Avenger. Okay, just I had to check with those. Yeah, the Raiju's not discounted this week. for sure. I know that. Now there's the Torador, the Kara. Don't don't pay attention to all the other red banners. The Kara is the only discounted vehicle on my screen right now. 1.2. It's a really big vehicle. I kind of want to see how much the technical is. It's probably the same gun because Rockstar will be Rockstar. 600k to about 800, almost 900k. If you want something with a 50 cal in the back, just get the freaking technical. It's a lot cheaper and smaller. The Caracara looks like a Caracara 4x4, but longer. Probably the same gun. I would not recommend the Caracara. And yeah, I feel like, how much is it? 1.2? No, do not buy the Caracara this week for sure. Technical does have better case to be made. It is a lot cheaper. Um, and it's most likely the same gun. I think it does have a little bit more customization. Um, but still, I don't see really much of a use for this thing. I think it's a Pegasus vehicle, right? Yeah, it's a Pegasus vehicle, so I don't, unless you can make a personal one in your MOC or Avenger, um, then maybe, but for either of the price, I mean the trade price, probably try and get that if you can. It'd probably be a little bit hard to do, but I'd probably say it wouldn't be worth it. I don't really think there's a use for a technical, especially if you are a solo player, then it really is not worth it. But I think in general, the technical is not worth it this week. Onto Southern. There is not a whole lot of cars on here. Um, no, there's not a whole lot of discounts. See if I can find one that's actually discounted this week. Wait, did I already? Oh no, I think that's a four-door, right? I think. I know, yeah, the Granger 3600 is that, so I think it is a two-door, but, I was looking for the Zion Classic, but I just realized that the Beater Dukes in the club are on sale this week. They're actually on sale. I just have them lower on my list for whatever reason. The Beater Dukes is a really good car. I do have a weekly customization on that. It was last week. So if you want to see all the customization, there's a lot you can do. You can repair the panels. You can put liveries on it. If you're a fan of the Dukes or just muscle cars in general, you can make this thing look really nice. 226k. Honestly, with how much customization it has, and I haven't driven it around fully maxed out, but stock performance is actually pretty good. So 300 under 250,000 is a freaking steal for this thing. Definitely would recommend it this week, and this would honestly the only one that I'm going to recommend this week because it's so cheap. Um, all the other ones I'm not gonna say, besides if I don't think they're worth it or not. But the club, I think it's the fastest non-HSW compact car. Has a lot of customization. I have a customization review up on the channel for it, and it was in the weekly customization for last week. So, if you want to see all the customization in a different look, check that out. If you want to know more about the performance, check out the customization and review. So, yeah, the club under 800k. I'd say overall it's not a terribly bad price, but it's not a terribly good price because it's really only good for compact car racing. Other than that, it's not that good. The Beater Dukes is a better free mode car than the club, so yeah. Um, I don't know. It's kind of small, front wheel drive, so that kind of sucks. But it is the best non-HSW and maybe even best HSW. It doesn't have HSW, but I think it's the best no matter what in the compact category. So it's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I don't know if you aren't into compact racing or the club at all, it's not worth it. I don't think. Zion Classic, there it is. That's what I was looking for. 570k. Huh. Like, I do have a customization review on it, so if you want to see the customization and a little bit more about the performance, go check that out. But I don't know. $568,000. It isn't totally worth it, but it isn't all that bad. It's one on the fence. Like, if you aren't interested in Zion Classic, don't buy it. But on the other hand, I don't know. 568,000. It is a little bit steep, but I feel like for all the customization and the performance, I feel like it's pretty decent price. I don't really know though. It's like right there on the fence, but yeah. Any other week I probably would recommend it, but this week, if you aren't interested in it, I'd say you won't. I'd say don't buy it unless you've been really interested in it for a while. Then I'd probably think about it, given how much money you have, obviously. Um, Luxury for the last one on Southern San Andreas is the Granger 3600 LX. Now, this does have armor plating, the Moneytech stuff. 8 people can sit in it, or stand on it, which is kind of crazy. But the stock NPC car that you can steal off the street, the Granger 3500 LX, I think is what it's called, is faster than this thing. So, 1.4, don't buy it. 1 million? If you have any other Amani Tech car in the game with armor plating, don't buy this thing. And honestly, I just probably wouldn't recommend it at all this week. So, yeah, don't buy the Granger 3600 LX. But that's it for the discounts this week. The current vehicle is again the S80RR, so I don't know if you can get it a second time if you got it, because I didn't get it, so I don't know. But I guess we can see. Or I guess you could see if you got it, but I kind of S80RR, I don't know, it's the same, literally the same customization as my LM87. So, yeah, let's see. Will I get it? Will I get it? Oh, yeah, I got it. Let's go. Where to send it? That's a good question, because I think my supercar garage is full. Let's see. Not in my tech. Do I gotta send it to my auto shop. Cool. S80RR. All right. Honestly, not too mad about it. I don't think it's worthy of a customization review or anything like that, because it really isn't that good customization wise, and I think it's pretty close to the LM87. So I don't know. Like handling wise, probably not speed wise though, but yeah, that's it for the casino and the discounts and everything like that. Next up will be the car meet. Excited, I am here in the car meet, and it looks like I can get the Euros again. So in order to get this thing, same thing as last week, I do have a customization vehicle on this thing. It is a really nice car. Definitely recommend you get it. A lot of customization. Really good handling. It really, honestly, this car surprised me with how good it was. But I can get it again. I will definitely be doing that and putting it in my drift garage for a later date. Top 2, 3 days in a row. Really easy challenge, especially if you have a friend. You don't even have to win trade. So hop in, be competitive, get top 2, 3 days in a row. Pretty freaking easy. So, yeah. So, yeah, honestly, I'm just thinking of when I'll do these races, because I really don't have a lot of time, because I'm doing after school lift, so I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but I'll try and get it this week. So, yeah, purchasable cars, we have the 190Z, all the same from last week, the Michelle GT, the Lynx. This is, the 190Z is 900,000. This is, I think, 1.2. This is like 1.8. Neither of them I would really recommend. Yeah, especially those two, I wouldn't recommend them. And I feel like 190Z, that's way too much. And the HSW vehicle is the Bravado EVX. Yeah, Bravado EVX, about 3 million, I think. Let me check. 3 or 4 million. 4 million, just about. I think the car itself is around 2, if I remember correctly. 2 or 3 million. So it looks alright, but I probably would not recommend it this week just because you could probably get it yourself, which I wouldn't recommend. And make it look better, but yeah. That's it for the car meet. I'm pretty sure got that, and that stuff. And nothing else. I don't know why I keep forgetting. Why I always seem to forget. Holy crap! I keep forgetting my own my own language. Wow, English just not working today. Yeah, I don't know why I keep thinking I'm forgetting something, but yeah, that is it for the car meet. Next up will be Simeons. Here in Simeons, yes, Simeons. We have the champion, which is not discounted, so no. Elm87, get on the website, but if you want to test it out, drive it. Come here, test it out. Discounted this week. The Tesseract is not, no, don't get it. The Ignis is not, don't get it. The Emrys is, however, and it is discounted. So if you want to test either the Emrys or the Elm87 out, see which one you like more, and get it on the website preferably, because it's cheaper on the website. Unless you really like the customizations that these have, there are a lot more. So, yeah, if you want to see the customizations on the LM87, check out the weekly customization video. See if you like this. You probably want to change the rims and maybe the spoiler, I don't know. But, yeah, check it out. See if you want to change it, then maybe buy it here just to save yourself a little bit of time. I don't have a video on the Emrys, but it does have a lot of customization. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me check on the map because the gun van's like right in this general area. Um, I guess I could call my Emrys just to show you a different customization of it. So, just to see, so you can see some different customizations of the Emrys. So let me go to the mechanic. And to call up my Emrys real quick, just so you can see a different version, because I used to have it look like that for a decent bit, but oh, I get the hiccups now. Right, but this is my Emrys currently. So completely different colors, completely different look. So just to kind of show you all the like the wide range of stuff you can do to it. This is mine. And that's theirs and there, so a lot of customization for it, which is honestly really nice. So I don't have a video. I probably don't plan on making one anytime soon. So I'd probably look up a customization video on it just to see what there is. But I would probably buy the Emrys. I'd probably buy both of them online if I'm being honest. So yeah.
Go to bed.
That was Colby, by the way. He's under bed sometimes. But yeah, that is it for Simeons, and I can just drive over to the gun van because I don't feel like making a separate clip for it if it's over here this week. I know sometimes they don't reset for whatever reason. Unless I went. No, it just didn't go the right way for it. Okay. I think it's somewhere. Which one? It should be here. It should be here. I don't know. It should be like right here today. I don't know why it isn't here, but if you want to know what's in it, I don't think the discounts are the same. But yeah, if you do want to know what's in it, check out last week's update week video so you can see. I know the Widowmaker's in there. The baseball bat, the sticky bombs are the only throwables. The armor is 10% off. I said the up and atomizer, the Widowmaker, I don't know if I said that or not. I think the battle rifle, I know there's like the one rifle where there isn't a whole lot you can do to it. Uh, I think that's the battle rifle. And what I'm thinking of, yeah, I'm thinking of the heavy rifle. That's also in there. Um, I don't know what else. I don't exactly. I think the compact EMP launcher's in there. Um, just those are just some of the things I can remember at the moment. So yeah, it should be here today. Um, I don't know why it isn't here for me. I don't know where it would have been yesterday. Um, but yeah, it's supposed to be here today. Those are the guns. If you want to see all of the guns, go check out last week's update video because I'm pretty sure it's the same guns, maybe minus a few. But it should be here today. I don't know why it isn't. Probably because the stupid glitch I keep having every single week, it seems like. Eventually it fixed myself on the PS4. It happened like for maybe a month or two, and then it fixed itself. So I really don't know, but yeah. I guess I can go over what we're doing for the week then. Short week, 5 days, 5 videos. Because Tuesday, if I had to guess, that'd be at the start of the new week because it's the new update DLC for the mansions. But Thursday, today, the weekly update video. Tomorrow, will be the new Fortnite season. That video is already recorded, so it should get up pretty early. Saturday, not weekly customizations. It is the Niobe customization review, and then Sunday's the weekly time trials, and then Monday is deadline, which is ×2. So, pretty short week. Some pretty easy videos, at least for me to record. I have after this one, I have the next 3 pre-recorded, so those will be up pretty early, and then I could easily just pre-record deadline. So, pretty early videos this week. So yeah, this is really the only later video. So yeah, not a whole lot this week. I'm actually kind of happy I didn't make every single video that there could have been last week. So I actually have stuff to cover this week. But yeah, good money week. Definitely be grinding those. Grinding D-Day for sure. You can make 120k in 3 minutes and 45 seconds if you do it on hard mode. So just repeatedly do that. Don't forget those new listings missions. First one's here, and I think the second one's somewhere here, and then I have no idea where the third one is. Why? Cause this one, I don't know where the hell would the third one is like over here somewhere. If you don't see them, they're like right. There's a golden M. If you haven't done the M mission, it'll unlock that. It'll unlock everything else. And it looks like the time trials are the same as last week, so there was no point in rushing to do that last night. But I don't know if it swapped, it'd be good. If it didn't, then oh well, I already got it pre-recorded. So yeah, but it's a really good, heavy money-making week this week for sure. Card-wise, there's probably only 1 or 2 that I'd highly recommend, like maybe like 2 or 3. But yeah, overall, all right week. Really just one to prepare yourself for the new DLC. So yeah, definitely be doing that. But that's gonna be the end of this one. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.